Thus says the Lord God, the gate of the inner court facing east shall be shut the 6 working days, but it shall be opened on the Sabbath day and opened on the day of the new moon. The prince shall enter by way of the porch of the gate from outside and stand by the post of the gate. Then the priest shall provide his burnt offering and his peace offerings, and he shall worship at the threshold of the gate and then go out. But the gate shall not be shut until the evening. The people of the land shall also worship at the doorway of that gate before the Lord on the Sabbaths and on the new moons. The burnt offering which the prince shall offer to the Lord on the Sabbath day shall be 6 lambs without blemish and a ram without blemish. And the grain offering shall be an ephah with a ram, and a grain offering with the lambs as much as he is able to give, and a hin of oil with an ephah. On the day of the new moon he shall offer a young bull without blemish, also 6 lambs and a ram, which shall be without blemish. And he shall provide a grain offering, an ephah with the bull, and an ephah with the ram, and with the lambs as much as he is able, and a hin of oil with an ephah. That when the prince enters, he shall go in by way of the porch of the gate and go out by the same way. But when the people of the land come before the Lord at the appointed feast, he who enters by way of the north gate to worship shall go out by the way of the south gate, and he who enters by the way of the south gate shall go out by the way of the north gate. No one shall return by way of the gate by which he entered, but shall go straight out. When they go in, the prince shall go among them, and they will go. And when they go out, he shall go out. At the festivals and at the appointed feasts, the grain offering shall be an ephah with a bull, and an ephah with a ram, and the lambs as much as one is able to give, and a hin of oil with an ephah. When the prince provides a free will offering, a burnt offering, or peace offerings as a free will offering to the Lord, the gate facing the east shall be opened for him, and he shall provide his burnt offerings and his peace offerings as he does on the Sabbath day. Then he shall go out, and the gate shall be shut after he goes out. And you shall provide a lamb a year old without blemish for a burnt offering to the Lord daily. Morning by morning you shall provide it. Also you shall provide a grain offering with morning by morning, a 1/6 of an ephah and a 1/3 of a hin of oil to moisten the fine flour, a grain offering to the Lord continually by a perpetual ordinance. Thus you shall provide the lamb, the grain offering, and the oil, morning by morning, for a continual burnt offering. Thus says the Lord God, if the prince gives a gift out of his inheritance to any of his sons, it shall belong to his sons. It is their possession by inheritance. But if he gives a gift from his inheritance to one of his servants, it shall be his until the year of liberty. Then it shall return to the prince. His inheritance shall be only his sons. It shall belong to them. The prince shall not take from the people's inheritance, thrusting them out of their possession. He shall give his son's inheritance from his own possession, so that my people will not be scattered, anyone from his possession. Then he brought me through the entrance, which is at the side of the gate, into the holy chambers for the priests, which faced north, and behold, there was a place at the extreme rear toward the west. He said to me, This is the place where the priests shall boil the guilt offering and the sin offering, and where they shall bake the grain offering, nor that they may not bring them out into the outer court to transmit holiness to the people. Then he brought me out into the outer court and led me across to the 4 corners of the court. And behold, in every corner of the court there was a small court. In the 4 corners of the court there were enclosed courts, 40 cubits long and 30 wide. These 4 in the corners were the same size. There was a row of masonry around about in them, around on the 4 of them, and boiling places were made under the rows around about. Then he said to me, These are the boiling places where the ministers of the house shall boil the sacrifices of the people.